So she knew.
Keep clear of those windows, Jack. Get the lights.
And those windows just put in, I'll be a bankrupt in the morning.
There are men in the streets, I can see them.
There's revenge in the air.
And the world would approve it.
Listen.
So they came to those bosses here, and this is what they said. We'll try you, then we'll hang you, because your flag is red. Come along with me, boys, why don't you come along with me? They say that way down in hell, field scabs are everywhere. You will not find a Union man, but all McCormick's there.
Not a policeman in sight.
We've seen enough justice for today.
Peggy.
How many are there, Mr. Scoons?
1,000, maybe more. It's hard to tell in the dark.
Arbeiter heute, wir sind verraten.
Listen, what's he saying?
The workers were betrayed here today.
Haben Sie Arbeiter heute ermordet?
They murdered the workers here today.
Is Reverend Sunday there? Maybe he could speak to them.
No Bible stops a bullet twice.
Die Gewerkschaft 100 Stunden pro Tage. Arbeiter, zu den Waffen.
The Union and the 8 hours. Workers to arms.
Quiet now. I see Red Motley.
I've given McCormick and Field the word tonight. They'll proclaim the 8 hours in tomorrow's paper, or I'll set them free.
Set them free.
What's she doing, Mr. Scoons?
Pointing
Pointing.
at a tree.
And there's a rope on it. This is murder.
All for nothing unless we act. Gentlemen, you'll excuse us for a moment, please? Proclaim the 8 hours now, we're dead men for sure.
Dead they take from us what we'd never have given alive.
The hanging brought us to this. What your pen has done, I cannot undo. Our shares fall.
Only to recover, but I can't keep wiping away the blood each time.
Our shares so stained with blood now that no men will touch them.
We pay the police for nothing.
We can no longer depend on the police. I'll have the guard stationed here. If I have to buy half the Senate.
We'll find a glove for this.
If we live. Mr. Scoons, how can we get word to Red Molly?
Miss Sheets is known to the working men. We'll go together.
I know them too, but I'll go.
You're needed here in case the workers come.
We'll meet her terms. The proclamation is to be published in the morning. I have McCormick's word on it.
Should we succeed in this, you're to take this directly to my editor. He'll know what to do with it. Field has signed it too. Show it to her.
You have the 8 hours. McCormick publishes the proclamation in the morning. They think they have silenced the men who are hung here today, and by doing that, they have silenced you. They've forbidden you to sing when you go to bury the men they murdered. Well, let your silence be their voice.
Not a word.
Now sound.
Silence.
That which is proclaimed above has already happened below.
In order to promote a more just solution to what has provoked so much unrest, I, Tribulation P. McCormick, in company with Mr. Potterfield I and the leaders of this great city, do proclaim the 8-hour day for the benefit of all, in the interest of commerce and a just distribution of the wealth. Let it not be said by those who do not share our civic pride or spirit that the leaders of this great city do not respond to the needs of all its citizens.
They're all gone now. Returned to the safety from which they'd come. McCormick wrote the history here, but they made it. McCormick and Field long dead, and the Reverend Sunday too. It said the saloon keepers conspired against him a second time, but Mr. Field was right that time. No Bible stops a bullet twice. McCormick put up a great stone next to his tower, and no working man's name was on it. But they lived out their lives, guarded, round the clock. They have their monument. They buried them with 100 feet of concrete over their heads for fear Red Molly'd come again. And the workers, They got the 8 hours.
If most still have a little, and a few still have a lot, and though we are still waiting, remember we won't stop. When you look to McCormick's tower, watch the hand that winds the clock.
As for monuments, we urge you to see the great masters at our institute, purchased by Armour, Swift, Palmer, Field, and Pullman at a great cost to all involved.
Or attend the symphony where the admission is grand, as are the people who come to hear the band.
As for theater, there is much to see, a number of well-financed companies, and for this we thank AT&T and our local gentry.
And for those of you who like your fine arts free, we've radio and TV, all brought to you care of your local bank as a civic courtesy.
And we hope you see more clearly, as you move into the night, just why it is we wish you all
More light.
More light.
good night.